Hello, thank you for joining me on the channel. If you've been here before, welcome back. If you're new, then stay with us and watch today's episode. If you've missed anything in the past, which I'm sure you have, then go and have a look at the playlists. But whatever you do, please leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe and hit the notification button. That will keep you up to date with all that's going on here and our new series, which will be coming out at the start of next week. So lots of things to be excited for. In game, well, I think we're down from the quadruple, might be down to a triple. Hello and welcome to episode 16 of Making Chelsea Stand Proud. My name's Mark, and on today's episode we have two games for you. First of all, we have Liverpool in the Premier League and then Real Madrid in the Champions League quarter-final first leg. That's not going to be easy, is it? Or should I have said that's going to be easy? I don't know. But either way, it's going to be a little bit of a tricky episode, to say the least. Since you were last with us, we have we've won one and we've lost one, basically. Since last time you were with us, we had Benfica. Of course, we got past them into the Champions League round of 16 to get us through to the quarterfinals of the Champions League. And that was followed by Watford in a 3-2 win. Luckily, a 3-2 win. Scraped it right at the end, 2 minutes into injury time from Wesley Fofana, giving us the win there to take us to the semi-final, which we'll have in the next episode against today's first opponents, Liverpool. But since then, Nottingham Forest, it was a 3-1 win in the Premier League. Both these sides, by the way, were at the bottom, 18th and 19th. Nottingham Forest 18th, a 3-1 win against them. Mason Mount from the penalty spot, Thiago Silva and Kai Havertz, the scorers in this one. As you will see from the stats, in fact, we've jiggled it all around and it's a right mess here at the minute. Yeah, the stats in the middle here. I'm looking at the wrong bit, aren't I? 32 shots, 15 on target, 4.07 on the XG. They had 6 shots, only 1 on target, and only 32% of the possession. So, yeah, reality dawns that it was ours to throw away that game. Still not fixed this, I notice. And Newcastle, well, this was a different story altogether. We got off to a reasonable start early on. Kai Havertz after 18 minutes, Mason Mount after 37 minutes. It looked like it was going to follow the same trajectory as the Nottingham Forest game, pretty much by the basis that Newcastle were one place below Nottingham Forest. The only downside of that was they got a new manager, which was a bit of ended up being a bit of a pain. Because, as you will see, though we had 22 shots, 8 of which were on target, 2.10, which was our 2 goals. They had 13 shots, 5 of which were on target. So their ratio was a lot better than ours, but only an XG of 1, and beat us, basically. Joe Linton, who I think was a bit of a thorn in our side in the first game we played against them this season. He scored after 45 minutes, just literally on half-time, taking us in at 2-1. And then Isaac scored after... Oh, no, sorry, it was 2-2 at half-time. Joe Linton after 45, and then 2 minutes into injury time, Isaac got the equaliser, made it 2-2 at half-time. Oh, it does say 2-2 on there, Mark. For goodness sake, open your eyes, man. And then 65 minutes, and I watched the game as well. 65 minutes, Isaac getting up again to put Newcastle in the lead, and doesn't matter how much we try to get back on level terms with them, we just could not do it. there was a screen here. I think it's maybe somewhere or other we've got the screen that shows us the sort of how the momentum over the game was, and we pretty much had all the momentum apart from a couple of spots. But yeah, we lost that one, which was a bit of a travesty, really, which leads us to this. I think, said in the intro, I think we have blown the quadruple this season. So the Premier League, the Carabao Cup, the FA Cup, in fact, yeah, and the Champions League, the 4 possibles. I think we've blown the Premier League because, as you will see, Manchester City still with 1 game in front of us are 5 points. That will open that up to 8 points should they win that. And we've got to assume that they're going to win that game in hand because they've only lost 1 all season. And it also comes down to today's game, whereby we do need to ensure. In fact, Manchester City, I think, are playing today. We're playing tomorrow, aren't we? Yes, we are, in the early kickoff. So we'll see. Manchester City won't level up. In fact, they've got 2 games. I've just realised we've played 2 games more than them. What is going on? So yeah, I think as far as the Premier League has gone, unless they blow up, which is highly unlikely, I think they've pretty much won that. All we've got to do now is make sure that we finish in 2nd place. And today's game against Liverpool is aeon very, very important in the scheme of things with regards to that, because they still have that 1 game in hand over us. At the moment, 8 points behind us. And if we lose that game today, they've got 3 points, and then they gain another 3 points. They're only 2 points behind us. So we really, really need to get that win against them today. Don't we just? Right, let's have a look then. As it stands, previous meetings, we've played them once, and we were at home for that game, lost 3-1 on that occasion. Luis Diaz getting 2, Carvalho getting the other one, and in fact that was a game that we got an equaliser after 88 minutes, and then they got 2 very quick goals towards the end of the game, and finished us off. 3-1 win for them. It would be good to get revenge today. Right, without any more to do, let's get on with the episode, get into the games. And first up, that game against Liverpool in the Premier League, a must win, really. Let's have a look at the team that will face Liverpool. And you come back with a little bit of update news. First of all, Manchester City beating Leeds United by 5-0, which means that they have 8 points on us and still a game in hand. Erling Haaland again scoring a hat-trick. Horta and Petrovic, the scorers in that one. On other news, in fact, in other news, that's the way we want to go. Koulibaly has picked up an abdominal muscle injury. It's going to be out for 8 days to 3 weeks, which means he will miss the quarterfinal and the quarterfinal of the Champions League first leg, and also the semi-final against Liverpool. Almost certainly, whether he'll be back for the second leg of the quarterfinal of the Champions League, I'm not too sure at this point in time. Meanwhile, let's have a look at the team to face Liverpool today. Kepa comes back in goal, mainly because Mendy had an absolute howler against Newcastle, which I think also contributed to our loss. Chilwell, Thiago Silva, Chalobah is in for Koulibaly, and James out on the right. Jorginho plays the deep-lying playmaker. Kovacic and Gallagher in front of him, with Hudson-Odoi and Sterling as the wide players behind Havertz, who is up front. He's playing as a pressing forward. I think, actually, we'd prefer him as an advanced forward. That's what we'll do. On the bench then, Mendy, Cucurella, Ziyech, Aubameyang, Zakaria, Kante, Barbosa, Azpilicueta and Pulisic. I have just realised that when I first set this up, Fofana was on the bench because I put him there, and he's suddenly dropped off. So we're going to switch him for Zakaria That's what we'll do. And that is the changes and the final change, because I put him on there and somebody's gone and taken him off. Who did that, I wonder? I don't know. And we get this screen now, and hello, we've got a picture of a referee as well. It says, look, referee. Doesn't say who he is, but he's a referee. Very good. So this is the Liverpool team. Alisson in goal, Timskas, Van Dijk, Konate, Alexander-Arnold, Fabinho in front of them, Thiago and Henderson in that central midfield. Diaz and Salah are the wide players behind Nunes. So they are the team. A reminder of our team going into this one. And we are up and running. And Liverpool give that ball away to them. Oh, lucky, and Chalobah getting rid of it. It was sort of a bit of a sort of like wonder of mistakes, really, wasn't it? Right. I'm just going to sort this out. We've got match overview. We haven't got. That's the only thing with this. This particular screen. You can change it if we want to. Maybe I don't want to change this right at the moment. So anyway, we'll stick with it as it is, just not seeing what's going on in the table. That's the only thing. I will fix it at, around about half time or something like that and see what's going on. Let's continue with the game for now. Konate with a free kick. It's swung out, and Chalobah again. Chilwell heads it down to Kepa, who can pick it up because it's come off the head. Chalobah launches one forward looking for Havertz, but Konate is there, and I think we're going to have to stop doing that because we'll lose possession, and they're dangerous when they're in possession. Havertz is having that, though. He's won it and has got Hudson-Odoi away. The thing is, we need to put away our chances, and he's been fouled in the penalty area by Van Dijk, and I'm thinking this is going to be a penalty. It's looking awfully like it. VAR checking it out. Of course, it is a penalty. Mason Mount is on, but his recent history isn't fantastic. Oh no, Jorginho's taking the penalty today, and that was a poor penalty by Jorginho. And like I said, we have to take our chances, and that's one of them gone begging. Mount isn't on the pitch. That will be why. James with the corner swings it deep for Havertz. Didn't quite get there. He's about 3 defenders on him. That one swung back in, and it's going out on that far side for a throw-in. Jorginho didn't really hit that with any power, and Alisson got down for that. Very, very poor. Dijk coming out with the ball, picking up a yellow card. I think that was possibly because of the penalty. And Raheem Sterling cutting that pass out. Chalobah, Thiago Silva. And he's been tackled. But Jorginho, who's also got a yellow card, and Thiago Silva. James, but he was thwarted by the midfielder, I think it was. Havertz is going to win that ball back. Lots of tackles going in. Ball long and deep. Oh, Chilwell's missed his header, and he's sort of tackled Salah, but it's sort of half tackle really. And thankfully, that wasn't on target. It wasn't hit with any particular cleanliness. Otherwise, that could have been in the back of the net. Tomiskas, a long throw for Darwin, and Raheem Sterling heads it back to Kepa. Heading for the half-hour mark. And we going to rue that. Habit's not under that one either. He's up against Konate, and Konate's winning everything in that contest. Chalobah, Thiago Silva. Don't launch it forward. Jorginho, we need to come forward through the ranks. Gallagher, who's hung about with the ball, and he's... Oh, James! Oh! Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Mistake by, first of all, Chilwell. Gallagher messed around with it. 2 players on him. Then James, Reece James, who's done this before. Diaz hit it, but not with any particular venom. Kepa, and it squirmed through his legs. How the heck did that happen? Still not hit the half-hour mark. Chalobah, James, Jorginho. I haven't given a shout to the team, and that's a long ball looking for Hudson-Odoi, and it's nowhere near him, really. And Salah wins this one. They're going to go 2 up very quickly here. Darwin, Salah, and he has. He's put it away. And can feel our season unravelling very, very quickly here. We're going to shout now. Berate the players. And I think we change formation. Oh dear. Oh dearie, dearie me. Gallagher's probably better in that position. I think we need to go attacking as well. We might end up with them coming at us in a furore, but we've lost the plot here at the minute. And we can't give that much space to Liverpool. Otherwise, we're in danger of being overrun, basically. We've had 3 shots, 1 on target. They've had 14 and 7. You can see where they're actually all over us at the moment. Pretty even Stevens on possession. They have a free kick now. James comes away with it. Can we get a counter-attack on here? James not really doing a lot, and he's going to give this ball up. No, he's not. He's very deftly got that ball round. Jorginho to Raheem Sterling. Can we get one back here before half-time? No. And looked like Alisson crossed the line there, and that missed penalty will come back to haunt us somewhat. Poor first half. 5 shots, 2 on target, 1.35. They've had 14 and 7. We've got to be better in the second half. We'll get the second half underway. And if there's no massive improvement in the first 10 minutes or so, we will look to bring some changes on. Alisson with the goal kick. Chalobah winning that one, but it's not gone anywhere. Chalobah does come across, been tackled, but Raheem Sterling's dropped deep. James, Kovacic, Jorginho. Jorginho, his wayward pass again. I think he's coming off. Havertz has nicked the ball, though, and can he put it away? He can. We've got one back. 2-1. 24th goal of the season for Kai Havertz. And 54 minutes on the clock. That's a bit of an improvement. Kai Havertz, just enough. Cheekily dinked Alisson with that one and managed to get a goal back. And Thiago Silva is injured, which only helps me out in one way, because sorts that out. Do we need to bring anybody else? Hudson-Odoi is not having a good game. A banger man can come on for him out on that left side. And Jorginho in midfield. So I think we're going to make these changes while we're at it. got plenty of time to do something about it. Kante alongside Kovacic, and those 3 changes. Point finger. Go out and make a difference. They have a free kick. Alexander-Arnold over the free kick. Is he going to have a go at goal? He is, and he's put it away. We were goal back, not too long. And 3-1. This is not going our way. Alexander-Arnold, surely Kepa should have been expecting that. I was expecting it. Why wasn't he expecting it? And we're not really making any inroads here at all, are we? Rate the team again. Not that it seems to be doing any good whatsoever. "75 minutes on the clock. Let's have a look and see what else we need to do then. Kovacic is tired. I don't know that we've got anybody else. Midfield-wise, got Ziyech. But generally, we have not got Ben Chilwell can come off for Cucurella. Kovacic could do with coming off. Havertz, I'm going to drop back here. Gallagher can come off, and we'll bring. We haven't got Brozier on the bench, have we? We're going to have to bring Barbarossa on. Not ideal. Point a finger. Make an impact in the little time that we've got remaining. Confirm substitute. And see if we can get ourselves back in this. I'm thinking that this is pretty much at it. And we'll have lost 2 games in a row, which is not ideal. And especially against Liverpool, and doesn't set us up particularly well for the FA Cup semi-final either, does it? Virgil gets that one out for Diaz, but James gets up for that. Raheem Sterling tries to create a bit of space. Kante, who's come on. Kante swings that out wide, but not there. Cucurella's a bit speedy to the ball, and he's found Raheem Sterling. Raheem Sterling's got James on the overlap. James, poor ball, but he's managed to pick up the loose ball. Back to Kante. Yes! Barbosa gets another one back, makes it 3-2. Maybe it's not all over. A 3-3 draw here will be something, I suppose. It'll be better than losing, and that was perfectly on Barbosa's head, and all he had to do was direct it into the corner, which was very good. Highlight from kickoff, which is going to go one or two ways. When that happened in the first half, they scored twice in very quick succession, but a bit worried about this. Alexander-Arnold gets it inside to Jones. Jones being shepherded away, and we've won the ball, but giving it away. What were you doing? Oh, just a pair of them just walked away from the ball, left it. And we're maybe going to go down here 3-2. Kepa. Shalabar, this might be the last throw of the dice. Cucurella gets that one forward, but a bang-a-bangs. He's not for running. Oh, hello. Barbosa! Well, boys and girls. Who would have had it? There was me giving up, thinking this is done and dusted. Gomez messes around with it. A bang from saying that he wasn't running after it, which he wasn't, to be fair. Toe poked it to Barbosa, who was lurking behind the defender, managed to slot it away. A 3-3 draw. I didn't have it down as a 3-3 draw. Did you? I wouldn't have put it down on the ticket. So there you go. That's how it all pans out. They had 22 shots, 8 of which were on target. We have 14 and 6. We did have the better XG and come the end, 2.65. I think we wanted it more. 50% of the possession. So we're level and square there. Let's have a look and see what the table looks like. So that 3-3 draw does mean that we remain 8 points in front of Liverpool. They only have a game in hand on us, so we would be 5 points, assuming that they win that game in hand, of course. 5 points. We've only got 6 to play. The Manchester City, they have 2 games in hand over us. They are 7 points in front of us. So in theory, there's 13 points in front of us. They are pretty much guaranteed the championship now, barring them blowing up and us doing some miracle or other. They have a goal difference of plus 20 as well. So I think they're streets ahead of us as it currently stands. I think we've qualified, or pretty much qualified, with 10 points clear of Manchester United in 4th. Champions League places, 51 points there. So we're nearly 20 points clear of of Arsenal, who's outside the Champions League places. So I think we're guaranteed Champions League football next season. But I don't think we are winning the Premiership. Not this season. There you go. The rest of the games, we were the early game today. The other games will be played. We'll have a quick look at what that means in just a moment. If I plough on with these, we'll come back in a second and have a look at see what the other scores from this round of games looks like. Well, here we go. This is the other scores. Arsenal losing 2-1 to Brentford. Newcastle 1-0. Everton. Southampton losing 1-0 to Tottenham. Wolves losing 3-1 to Brighton. Manchester United beating Leicester on a 9-goal thriller at the King's Power Stadium. 5-4. Nottingham Forest drawing 1-1 with West Ham. West Ham are near enough done, I think. 10 points still adrift from Newcastle at the bottom. And you see why Newcastle beat us, because they were fighting for their lives at the bottom of the table there. Does that less Newcastle have won again? So that's 2 wins in very quick succession for them. So at the top of the table, we do have 2. Manchester United moved up, and they have 2 games in hand over us. 6 points means they will only be a point behind us if they will win both their games in hand. So it's getting a bit tight at the top here. Ooh, let's see how those games in hand pan out as they do a little bit later. Right, second game of the episode. We're going to move on because time is ticking. Real Madrid. We've not played them before. They have 2 players out. Benzema out with a hip injury, and Valverde, who is unregistered. He can't play. But we also have Fofana, who is suspended. Now it's going to be a problem because we've got Thiago Silva out with a sprained ankle, Koulibaly out with a pulled abdominal muscle. I think we're going to have a bit of a makeshift defence with Fofana suspended. That's going to cause us utmost problems. Let's have a look at the team then that will face Real Madrid in the Champions League quarter-final first leg. And here is the team, should I say, for this UEFA Champions League match against Real Madrid. Mendy in goal, Chilwell, Chalobah, Azpilicueta and James, our defensive line, which is depleted with all the injuries and suspensions and all the rest of the malarkey. I'm not sure. I think Fofana's out on suspension. Jorginho and Kante in midfield with Sterling, Mount and Broja are attacking midfield. They're behind Barbosa, who is in front of them. Kepa, Cucurella, Pulisic, Havertz, Gallagher, Hudson-Odoi, Aubameyang, Kovacic, Loftus-Cheek, Ziyech, Zakaria, and we have one player that we can add in there. Does that mean that we haven't got any players available? Oh. Yay. Can we stick one on the bench just for good measure? Who have we got that can go on the bench? Let's have a look down here. Let's put Charlie Webster on there. There we go. Charlie Webster has gone on the bench to enjoy himself, sat on the bench with the other players, won't he? So there we go. That's the team that will face Real Madrid for this one. And we have the music again. I don't know if you can hear it or not. I don't think you can. We've had it cut out. You might hear it if I'm actually talking. If I don't talk, I don't think it does come out, but just in case we get into trouble. And Real Madrid have a Mendy in there as well. As the teams come out, referees in all black. Pick the ball up off of the lecturny thing. The proper Champions League setup. And we are underway here at Stamford Bridge. Pavard has the first highlight, a free kick. Mason Mount trying to win that ball back off him, didn't manage it. And the ball through to Rodrigo. But he screwed it wide, thankfully. Rodrigo. James with a throw in on that far side. Kante, who's picked up a yellow card, I notice. He's gone on a bit of a run. Can he get a ball in to the area? No, he can't. But Brozier's there. Brozier gets it through. And Barbosa. James! Puts it wide. Brozier now picked up a yellow card as well. And Barbosa. Lots of yellow cards. Chilwell with a corner. And it's cleared upfield, but Kante will come out for it. Kante gone out wide. Puts it into the area for Brozier, but Brozier not there. Defender was defender side or goal side. Cut it out. And you can see, well, they're overrunning us, really. And we've got to be careful here. No penalty given, thankfully. It's cut back, though. Oh! And Cruz gets Real Madrid in front in 31 minutes. Shot across the goalkeeper. Not much he could do about that, I guess. James clears it, but only as far as Alaba. And Cruz, first time hit. Caught the post and went in. Brozier's missed interception, apparently. Mount with a free kick. And Barbosa is Courtois punches it away. Question whether it was over the line. But again, that doesn't give me anything. Can I pause it? Can I swing it around? I don't think I can. See, I don't think if I go sideline now. Doesn't do anything. Something that I was hoping was going to be fixed. It's not been fixed. I mean, there's no point in having this screen. If you can't go, you really need a camera angle here along the line so you can see where the ball is in relation to that line. But how often do we get this and it's not overturned? It's pointless. Absolutely pointless. James with a free kick now on the far side. Kante for Brozier. Sterling, he's offside, I think. But Sterling could have put that away. and got us back on level terms. Half time comes. We're not out of it. We've had 8 shots, 4 on target. They've had 4 shots, 3 on target. We've had the better of the XG, and they've had slightly more of the possession. And as you'll see, XG wise, we're doing okay. We need to pummel them in the second half, is what I'm thinking. No changes at half time. We've not done anything formation wise as it stands at the moment. Going to give it about 10 minutes, which has come up now, and there's not a lot happening. I see that they've... In fact, why have we got Real Madrid up here twice? I've just realised they have a defensive formation. So I think what we will do, we are in version 2 of this. We're going to go attacking. I think what we might do is change it to version 1 and go attacking. Seemed to do well against Liverpool. And let's just double check tactics wise. Brozier not having a good game. I'm thinking that we might need to bring him off. Which is unfortunate because he's not been too bad. Brozier, I'm going to bring on Hudson-Odoi. And I'm tempted to swap them two over. Hudson-Odoi going on that side. Sterling as the inside forward on this side. And what we're going to do is make Mason Mount more of an attacker in that role. Jorginho, again, second game in a row, is not really having a great game. I am tempted to take him off and bring on Kovacic, which we're going to do. And that's what we'll do for the minute. Just those 2 changes. Make an impact out. There's plenty of time left. Go and do. Let's see if we can get this back, because we go to their place. We're going to find it extremely difficult. And I've just realised we're still on a positive mentality. We need to go attacking here. Raheem Sterling looking for Barbosa. Didn't find him. And we've lost the ball. Rodrigo is on the ball. But Mendy is equal to it. As a Paqueta to James. Is something going to come of the highlight continuing? Raheem Sterling brings it infield. Crosses for Hudson-Odoi, is in acres of space. Barbosa! Yes! 14th goal of the season. It's 1-1 after 67 minutes. And the tweaks we made have worked so far. Out to Hudson-Odoi. Hudson-Odoi to Barbosa. Barbosa getting the goal that gets us back level. We have a free kick. Chilwell with a free kick. And it's gone over the top. Goalkeeper didn't move. But, probably told a story. Kante comes forward. Pushes it into space for Raheem Sterling, who holds the ball up, crosses it deep, looking for Hudson-Odoi, but the defender got there. Crossed in, and Mason Mount trying to get it away, and saved, and there's a bit of knocking around there. Let's have a look. Who else needs to come off? We've upped the ante a little bit. Mason Mount is tired. I'm thinking of bringing on Havertz. Kai Havertz in that attacking playmaker role. Why does this keep doing this? Raheem Sterling is tired. I'll bring a Bangamang on for him. And Reece James is tired at the back there. And we have Cucurella, who is a left-sided. What we might have to do is swap Cucurella for Chalobah. Chalobah can go out there. Brought on Hazard, ex-Chelsea player, of course. And this is going to end up as a 1-1 draw, which Real Madrid will be happy going into the second leg, which will be up in the next episode. 1-1 then, Cruz after 31 minutes. Barbarossa getting the equaliser after 67 minutes. 16 shots, 9 on target, 2.45, 47% possession. Against their 10 shots, 7 on target, 1.05 on the XG. So we outdid them on the XG. We want a similar game, very tight game next time out, but they're at home. So I'm just a bit concerned they're going to be a bit more attacking in the next game. So Hudson-Odoi picking up man of the match, or player of the match, should I say. And there we go. That is, do we get... I've never really sort of looked at this screen. I think it's supposed to give us... Yeah, I think we can select his... No, any shots. Passes. Lots of passes when he come on. Set pieces. Just that one. Anyway, we won't go into great depth of that. It just shows you what you can find. Right, we're going to play the Fulham game offline. Let's hope after a loss and a draw in the Premier League, a win could come in quite handy there. And then we'll come back in the next episode for the Champions League quarterfinal second leg. 1-1, evenly poised at the moment, and an FA Cup semi-final against the team that we've just managed to get a draw against. In this episode, a 3-3 draw. Well, I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you have, then don't forget to leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the notification button. That will keep you up to date with all future episodes of this and our new series, which will launch on Monday. Can't tell you any more about that than that. Watch out for a pre-series release. I think it's coming out on Sunday. I'm not absolutely certain, but Sunday at about 4:15 usual time will be a quick heads up of what our new series is going to be. So watch out for that. New episodes of Making Chelsea Stand Proud will be released every Tuesday and Friday at 4:15 p.m. from next week. We've had a couple of weeks of it full on every day, but we'll go to 2 days a week alongside our new series. If you want to keep up to date what's happening on this channel and watch series and what and so on and so forth, then you need to follow me on Twitter at JustOffsideFM. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you for the next episode. It'll be out on Tuesday. Until then, have yourself a very good weekend. Look out for that pre-series release coming out at the weekend, and also for the tutorial videos when I get round to recording them. Had a lot of technical issues yesterday, didn't get to record. So hopefully they will be out. If not, they'll be out early part next week. Until then, it's a very goodbye. Goodbye.